This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 722, 7 Sources of Deep Clutter by Sophia Mohr with goodlifezen.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. This is where I simply narrate blogs for you, usually, sometimes books, all with permission from the websites. And this episode is brought to you by LinkedIn Learning, the online learning platform with thousands of expert-led video tutorials to help you build your business, tech, and creative skills. LinkedIn Learning now features content from lynda.com, the leader in online learning for the past 20 years. For a free 30-day trial, visit linkedin.com/optimal and start achieving more today. For now, let's hear another post and continue optimizing your life. 7 Sources of Deep Clutter by Sophia Mohr with goodlifezen.com. There's a lot of talk about clutter these days, how to clear it, reduce it, and get it under control. Most of this is about what I call shallow clutter, which is clutter that stems from having too much stuff, unclear priorities, and a lack of systems for your things and your time. Tips and tools that reduce shallow clutter are great, but my experience is that they only go so far in alleviating the sense of overwhelm and fragmentation that so many of us feel. That's because most of us are carrying another kind of clutter, which I've come to call deep clutter. Deep clutter can be cleared too. The 7 sources of deep clutter. There are 7 common causes of deep clutter. Number 1, shoulds. Shoulds are those things we do only because of the little voice in our head that says we should. I should host Thanksgiving. I should bring a gift over to the new neighbors. I should wash the car every weekend. Where are you being driven by a should? How are shoulds creating deep clutter in your life? Number 2, have-tos. Have-tos are those things we do because we firmly believe there is no other way. I have to be in this job I hate. I have to drive carpool. I have to spend an hour a day commuting. Rigorously question your assumptions about the have-tos in your life. Assume that it is a life and death matter to find creative alternatives to one of your have-tos. Set a timer and spend 15 minutes rapidly brainstorming alternatives, practical and impractical. Brainstorm with a friend if that will help you get out of the box of your own thinking. See what new possibilities you discover. Number 3, people-pleasing. What are you doing because you want to fit in, because you don't want to disappoint, or because you never learned how to actually vocalize the oh-so-important word no? People-pleasing is a huge source of deep clutter in our lives. The only solution I know to the people-pleasing habit is this: care less about what others think and more about your own quality of life. Know that yes, you really are a nice person that is not at risk every time you accept or decline a commitment. Practice not people-pleasing so that you can learn that the world won't stop turning if you depart from the herd or disappoint people every now and then. Number 4, habits. Take a fresh look at yours. Do you want to spend Sundays the way you want to spend Sundays? Could your morning routine be altered to better reflect your current needs and priorities? What commitments are in your calendar simply because you've been doing them for a while, not because they are relevant now? Just like an old piece of clothing you never wear anymore becomes a piece of clutter in your home, the routines that you don't find value in anymore but do out of habit create deep clutter in your life. Number 5, sunk costs. Sometimes we stick with something because of work we've previously put into it. That soccer league you joined has turned out to be really not your thing, but if you quit now, wouldn't that mean all those nights you went trying to make it fun were a waste? The remodeling project is driving you insane, but you must finish it or all that insanity will be for nothing. I know this feels rational, but it is actually irrational. Your current suffering cannot redeem your past suffering, and that's actually good news. So stop. Number 6, settling. Sometimes we pick up clutter in our lives when we engage in something we don't really enjoy or feel good about, but that we believe is the best available option. We do this with possessions, work, activities we do in our spare time, and sad to say, even friendships. Do you have to love every sock in your closet? Probably not. We all make trade-offs about where we are willing to settle to save time or money or for convenience, and where we want to stick it out and wait for something we love. Look for clutter created by settling. Consider where it is worth it to spend more time and energy now to create or find a better option, one that won't drain you or clutter your life over the long term. Number 7, distraction. Many of us create clutter in our lives and then complain about it. Over-busyness gives us an adrenaline rush. It reassures us that our lives are full. It distracts us from big questions, from acknowledging difficult truths, and from slowing down to be in the moment and look at what is. What projects and commitments in your life are not really essential, but are in fact filling up time to protect you from empty white space with yourself? What to do with deep clutter? Number 1, recognize your deep clutter. Now that you know the 7 sources of deep clutter, recognize which ones are operating in your life. You might know right away from hearing the list from earlier, but often it isn't that obvious. Review your calendar for the past 3 weeks, looking at your schedule through this lens. Which activities would you label as one of the 7 types of deep clutter? Be rigorously honest with yourself. Number 2, make one immediate change. With your new awareness, make one immediate change. Cancel one commitment. Quit one project. Change one habit. Make one change that will have an impact on your quality of life. Number 3, be proactive. Create strategies to address deep clutter in your life. For example, if you know you are plagued by shoulds, you might want to make an attempt to notice when you speak or think the word should and to question those shoulds. If habits are a clutter driver for you, perhaps you'd like to institute a monthly review of your routine commitments, evaluating them with a fresh eye. Number 4, start letting go. Get brave and bold about letting go of deep clutter in your life. Start building your schedule around your true priorities, your desires, and your dreams. You just listened to the post titled 7 Sources of Deep Clutter by Sophia Mohr with goodlifezen.com. This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn Learning, now featuring content from lynda.com, the leader in online learning for the past 20 years. LinkedIn Learning is for problem solvers, for achievers, for people who want to get things done. Maybe you want to take control of your to-do list, overcome procrastination, or just get more done each day. Everything you need to accomplish more is on LinkedIn Learning. Time is money, and whether you're looking to optimize routine tasks or tackle a big project, LinkedIn Learning can help upgrade your skills to boost productivity on almost any software. Excel, Outlook, Google apps like Sheets and Docs, project management tools like Jira and Microsoft Project. LinkedIn Learning works with software publishers to develop up-to-date courses on all of the latest software every time a new version is released. LinkedIn Learning has courses for all experience levels covering a wide range of technical skills, creative techniques, business strategies, and more. Procrastination is probably the most common problem I hear from listeners of this show, so I checked out the Overcoming Procrastination course. And it's great because Brenda Bailey Hughes is an expert and passionate about teaching. She's faculty with the Kelley School of Business. She goes over the reasons we procrastinate, and you can learn at your own pace, going either from start to finish or skipping around. It's up to you. There are no hidden charges or upsells. Access all the courses you want, all for one monthly price. It's available worldwide. Learn from anywhere from your computer, tablet, or mobile device. And we've got a special deal for you. You can get a free 30-day trial with LinkedIn Learning today by visiting linkedin.com/optimal. That's linkedin.com/optimal, all lowercase. And we thank them for sponsoring this podcast. That should do it for today. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.